Hey ladies, it's your girl here, Natasha. I'm just coming to you simply asking, do you have your own devotional? We can take your favorite scripture and turn it into a devotional. Our team is ready to help you. Just go to our website, www.customdevotionals.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of season 2 of the Finally One podcast. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
And we're excited to be back today.
Excited.
How you feel?
Yay. I feel good.
You look good.
Thanks.
How was your Valentine's Day?
My Valentine's Day was great. I was gifted. Woke up that morning with gifts of love. I love it.
Why was you crying?
Because I just love the simplicity of being thought of and, being heard. Like, I had said a few things a while back that I said I wanted for Valentine's Day, and I got those.
So do I get an A plus now?
A plus.
Good stuff. I ain't get nothing. I'm just joking. No, my baby has been giving me gifts. Like, she's been buying me. I don't even know if she remembered, but she just got me some more cases for my shoe collection. So I'm grateful. You've been taking care of me too. You've been giving me things that I wanted. Like, I've always wanted those. So I am grateful. Thank God for the mics, because my baby is washing. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. But yeah, we're doing good. I'm excited about what's going on. I'm excited about what's happening. If you watched last episode, you know that we are doing the marriage conference.
Right.
And today we just kind of wanted to talk about the marriage conference and our heart behind it, and then just share one of the principles that we are going to be talking about at the conference. Like, our heart behind the conference is, when we actually did the book, we wanted to do a conference, right? And it was going to be the Finally One conference, but we're talking with my pastor and him wanting us to head up the marriage ministry at the church. We said, why not make the first event a marriage conference, right? And I want to say this is for everybody, like every married couple. It doesn't matter, how long you've been married. It doesn't matter where you are in your relationship, in your marriage. It doesn't matter your age, creed, color, none of that. What church you go to, what denomination, all couples are welcome. I will say this though, what we'll be teaching will be biblically based. So you need to know that if you're not a believer. Of course it is, because we're going to be at a church. So, but we just wanted to make that and let you know everybody is welcome. We don't care where you go to church. We don't care about any of that. We just want you a part of the event.
Right, and you don't even have to be a part of a church. Like, you just come out and be with like-minded people, married couples. Because just being around other married couples, you can pick up on some stuff from them as well. So
and you don't have to worry about us hitting you over the head with stuff. No, and we're gonna keep it real. My promise is this: if you watch the pod, we keep it real on the pod, and we're gonna share real stuff that helps us. We're gonna, share some things that, we've learned, and the things that help us get to this place of bliss, because it wasn't easy. We did the work, right? We did the work one by one, little by little, and it has made a tremendous difference. And we're continuing to grow, and we're continuing to do work. Like, I always say this, this is my favorite thing that I've learned about marriage, is that marriage is a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? It's something that you continue to grow in. It's not, oh, you do a little bit of work and you got it. No, you have to literally die daily and crucify your flesh daily to remain in covenant and to remain in bliss. So it's a daily walk. It's a journey. It's not a sprint. You're not going to okay, we got it now. No, you're going to continue to grow, continue to share. But when we think about the marriage makeover conference, right? The metaphor is like doing a home makeover, home renovations. Is like, if you're a homeowner, you know this, there's always work to be done.
Oh yeah.
That's a word right there. Like, there's always work to be done. And we can apply that to marriage. We can apply that to our personal life, like
right.
individually.
Yeah.
Like, there's always work to be done. You're never perfect. Your marriage is never perfect. Your home is never perfect. There's always going to be something that you need to seek God for, something you need to work on, something that you can improve upon, right? But that doesn't mean that things are all falling down or you're in crisis at all time, right? You should always want to be seeking to get better. Anything you want to share about that?
Nope, you covered it.
But yeah, that makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Like we always should be growing. We always should be, just seeking to get better every single day. And that's my goal, like challenging myself. Like one of our word for each other this year, a word that we've been repeating to each other is like keeping the beam out of our eye. And when you think about that scripture, it's like, if you focus on what's in your eye, translation, if you focus on the thing you need to work on, you ain't got time to be judging somebody else.
No.
Right? You ain't got time to be saying, man, they should be doing this or why they should be doing it. No, focus on the beam in your eye.
Right.
And another part to that's been stirring in my spirit is, if I'm focused on the beam in my eye, I'm focused on keeping my word to myself. Does that make sense? It's like keeping your word to yourself. What have you said that you were going to do this year? What have you said you're going to focus on this year? And have you lost focus looking at other people on social media, looking at other people around you, right? And then you look around, you ain't done none of the stuff that you said you were going to do because you're so focused on the log in somebody else's eye. What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
Hey, and I'm Natasha.
And we have a special announcement for you all.
Guess what? We're having our first marriage conference.
It's called the Marriage Makeover Conference. Now, if you know anything about doing a makeover, right? Like making over a room in your house, that doesn't mean you're in crisis or you need to fix everything, right? So come to the conference, get some tools to make over one part of your marriage and get some tips and stuff on how to make your marriage better.
Right, just tips to help you build that stronger relationship in that marriage, whether you've been married for a year or 25 years. Come out and be with us.
You know what's going down?
It is going down March 28th at
Thankful
Baptist Church
in Johnson City, Tennessee. And we're going to be starting at 10 a.m. And guess what? The most important part, it is absolutely free.
Yes.
It is free to attend. All you have to do is register, right? So just click the button below this video, get registered for the conference, and we look forward to helping your marriage grow and just get a makeover. Sometimes things just need an upliftment, you know what I'm saying? Some new paint on the walls, right? New flooring, new fixtures and things like that. That's what we want to help you do for your marriage. And even if your marriage has been struggling in communication, intimacy, things like that, we're going to be having, some amazing panels, some amazing sessions. And what else we got? We got games, we got prizes, and we're going to actually give you lunch as well. So lunch is included as well for absolutely free. We just need you to register because there's limited seating and we need to know how much food to get, right? We need you in the building.
Come on, guys. Come and be a part of this with other marriages. And we look forward to seeing you. Register now.
Register now. Go.
Right. We have to keep both of ourselves accountable because I'll catch myself thinking of something to be like, what? No, we said we was going to do this. And I'll be like, babe, you said we wasn't going to focus on that. Let's keep it moving. Let's
keep the beam. And you speak the scripture. You're like, no, babe, we focus on keeping the beam out our eye. And that's that accountability that we all need. Right? Especially in a partner. So like, I'm grateful for that. And I'm not offended when she says that. I am grateful that she pulls me back in. She's grateful when I pull her back in. She'll be like, you right, babe. Yep, let's stay focused, because the enemy, man, he's so crafty. He wants to get you off track any way he can.
Yeah, and just be the littlest thing, and it'll get you real quick. And you'll be spending 30, 40 minutes on it, talking about it, like, what?
And wasting energy. It's wasted energy that you can't get back. And you didn't spend this time talking about. And I'm like, and we were on the phone the other morning or whatever. I don't know when it was, maybe your lunch break. And she just, her senses had heightened, and she was just a little erratic. And I was like, I said, can we change the subject for a second? And she was like, what? I said, where you want me to take your fine ace for Valentine's Day? And just made her laugh and brought her out of that, because I'm not going to let the enemy bring turmoil or give her anxiety or get her. No, let's talk about something positive. Let's talk about, some uplifting things and get back to focusing on us.
Right.
Because the outer thing we can't control anyway. We can't control other people.
Nope.
We can only control us, right? And when I'm learning, everybody's selfish. I'm just gonna be honest, man. Folks think about themselves, right? But when you set boundaries and you think about you, they got a problem with it.
Right.
When you say, no, I can't do this, or just as far as I go, they got a problem with it. But guess what? I don't care anymore.
Exactly.
I'm happy with saying, no, this is what I'm going to do. I don't tell grown people what they need to do. I just express what I'm going to do. And that's what I do. Period. I don't tell grown people, grown men, grown women what they need to be doing, or they better do this. No, I say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm not doing. And guess what it has done? I have so much peace in that.
Right. Not giving out unsolicited, what is it called? Unsolicited advice.
That's our second word for the year. No unsolicited advice. It is the second part of, that scripture. Keeping the beam focusing on the beam in our eye. Is like, you ain't got time to give somebody unsolicited advice. If you focus on getting that beam out your eye, you focus on doing the work you need to do on you, in your marriage, for your family, and everything else. I pray that this makes sense.
Yeah, me too. Right.
Yeah, what's one of the principles, I sent it to you, one of the principles we're going to share at the conference, and I really want them to think about this. And when we think about it, think about us building a house. Like, your marriage is a house, it's a home, and we're building it, right? And that's one of the principles or metaphors we're going to use with the Marriage Makeover Conference. We're making over your home, which is your marriage. And one of the things we're going to talk about is
one of the tools is access the damage.
Assess the damage.
Oh, access the damage.
All right. Identify
cracks, wounds, resentment, unmet expectations, unhealed pain.
We're gonna deal with that, right? What's the first part? Give me the first part of the
identifying cracks.
Okay, what could be considered a crack in a marriage? I think you talked a little bit about no, communication.
Oh yeah, that's number one. Like, that's the biggest thing.
Biggest crack.
Big crack.
That destroys marriages. Communication. We're gonna deal with that crack.
Yeah.
We're gonna deal with that crack. Some other cracks is respect. You know what I'm saying? Are you respecting your spouse, right? What's some other cracks? Accountability. A lot of folks don't want to be accountable for their actions and what they do, and it has created a crack. What was another thing on there about assessing the damage?
Wounds.
What open wounds have you and your spouse not communicated about? Like, what's something that's been eating you or something that's been bothering you that you haven't even talked to your spouse about?
Right. That you can't feel comfortable in sharing. Like, what's that one thing?
You gotta deal with those wounds, because guess what? We're assessing the damage. We're seeing what needs to be done. And this is where you need to put it all out there on the table, right? You need to see if we're talking about a house, if there's asbestos in the wall. You need to see if there's lead in the paint, right? We need to see if there's cracks in the foundation, right? And if you got unresolved wounds, you got things that you haven't talked about. If there's a time when your spouse has hurt you, guess what? And you're trying to build on top of that, guess what? Everything you put on top of that is gonna fall down. It's gonna fall down. And guess what? You won't reach that true level of intimacy where you become one because there's things that has been unsaid and unresolved. All right, what's at the wounds?
I just want to say, just when you said the foundation, like having a house built on a strong foundation, that's the only way it's going to stand. So that just came to my
most definitely.
Resentment.
Do you resent your spouse? That was a period you resented me in the first marriage. Why did you resent me?
Because you had left me and you was out doing all what you wanted to do, and I'm sitting here trying to stay humble, and like I was just mad, upset, like yo, he doing anything and everything, and I'm the one that's got to be kept and looked at as respectful and humble, and he out there doing just everything.
I wasn't just doing
everything.
In the first marriage, I'm not talking about the divorce.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the divorce.
No, I said you lost. What was that? You had resentment. Now, I'm sure you had resentment in the divorce. That's rightfully so. And rightfully so if you had resentment, which I know you did in the first marriage, because I left you in the first marriage too. Like I was physically here, but spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, I was not in that first marriage. I was so ambitious, and I was trying to grow a business. I was trying to do personal development, but guess what? I hadn't dealt with those wounds. I hadn't dealt with that foundation. So guess what? I kept building on top of it, building. Guess what? It all fell down.
On top of that, trying to build another home outside of the home.
I was trying to build another home outside of the home?
Yeah.
How was I doing that? I was just trying to get a little bit. I wasn't trying to build a home.
Anyway.
You got some unresolved wounds?
No, I've said my piece.
Wait, you talk to the people. Let's give you a session. You got some unresolved wounds?
No.
Have we healed from that?
We've gone from that.
Okay, just making sure, baby.
But when
what?
Remembrance.
When you think
what
back,
Sister Nita said, my memory tells me I'm blessed.
You better tell you blessed and not stressed. Come on.
And not stressed.
Yeah.
Another thing, unmet expectations.
I want you to talk about that.
No.
Because you sometimes have uncommunicated expectations. And I had unmet expectations because I had expectations of you that were unrealistic. The first part, talk about your uncommunicated expectations.
Right, that's just assuming that he thought that I was thinking this way. Like, I have to tell him, like, I don't like this. I don't like this smell. I don't like how this is. I don't like my microwave being on the numbers when you take out your food. Like, It's just little things that I'm assuming that everybody else knows and he should know, but he doesn't. Like, it doesn't pay him no mind to walk by the microwave and see that it has 2 minutes on there left instead of the clock.
Or 2 seconds. Yeah.
2 seconds.
Instead of the clock.
Right.
Guess what? I don't even look at it.
But I do. Less. Like, I check to see what time it is. So I'm always, if I see something wrong with it, I'm taking it back to my clock.
And I'll say this, though. You've done great with, if I forget, like, she gives me grace. She doesn't get upset. It doesn't upset her to the point where she's reacting to it. She'll just push the button. And man, I think we can help somebody just right here. You would save yourself a lot of stress if little things didn't just get you so wound up. But the reason they can is because you don't have no peace. What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
Hello, and I'm Natasha.
Listen, we are available and would love to be a part of your church service on a Sunday morning, your workshops, your panels, or anything your events, anything you're doing in relation to relationships and or marriage. All right. We can share our testimony like we've done at other churches and shared how we finally became one and how we went from teenage parents to married in our 20s, divorced in our 30s, and happily remarried in our 40s. We also have some other topics that my lovely wife is going to share. What are some of those other topics we can help with?
Restoring trust after infidelity, communication, restoring the intimacy, and becoming one.
Yep. So some pastors has even brought us in on a Sunday morning, and we have been the message for that morning. So if this is you, you want us to come share this video with your pastor, share it with your marriage ministry. Even if you got a marriage small group, we would love to be a part of it. To lock in a date, all you need to do is go to kellyandnatasha.com. You can fill out the booking form there, or you can just simply shoot us an email, right? So we look forward to serving you, serving your couple, serving the ministries in your church, and even at your event. Anything you want to say, Ben?
No, we look forward to hearing from you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Wow.
And you ain't dealt with the foundational wounds and the foundational things. So it's not the clock on the microwave. It's something you ain't dealt with. Why you so upset? Why something easily get you all wound up in your spouse and you looking at them all sideways? You got some resentment because you ain't dealt with some stuff from the past, right? I do not feel like we have any of that going on. But yeah, she gives me grace because guess what? 90, 98, 99% of the time, we're in a flow.
Right.
We're in a flow. And I don't, like I said, we don't have anything that we haven't dealt with and we haven't talked about. What's the second part of that that piece of unmet expectations? That's what you said? That's what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was.
The expectations I had on you in the first marriage.
Yeah. You thinking that I didn't really know how to cook because I was brought up as being spoiled, and my grandma washed for me. She did everything. My mother, like, I was spoiled.
Yeah.
But when we got married, it was just anything and everything I could do wasn't pleasing to him. Like, as far as oatmeal,
Yeah.
he would want me to make him 2 pieces of turkey bacon and some oatmeal. But the consistency had to be right for him. Like,
Yeah.
oatmeal, you put the pack in there, you put water in there, stir it up. But I would have it too thick or too thin, or I just couldn't get it right.
Yeah.
So that was just like little things like that he had.
Unrealistic
healed,
expectation.
We figured out what it was. You was trying for, what was it? You said I was trying to be your mom, or
No, I wanted you to be my mom.
Right.
Like I had a mother wound that I was trying to get her and every other woman to fulfill. And you have to heal from that stuff. That's part of that foundation. And yeah, it was unrealistic expectations. And as far as her cooking, like my mom cooked every day, so I wanted her to cook. And I'm like, yo, I don't care what you cook, just cook. And for a person who don't cook, that's basically telling her to climb Mount Everest. And which was one of the things you were hesitant about remarrying because, yo, I can't meet your expectations. And I had to convince her, like, listen to me. All of that stuff is out the window. Like, I don't even want you thinking about none of that. Like, we are starting fresh. We're starting new, right? And has that been true?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And now because I enjoy, like, cooking stuff for him now and him being happy, like,
yeah.
He talk about my cabbage and my greens, and I'm like, wow, I'm doing this? The one that couldn't cook, couldn't wash, couldn't boil water?
Thank God for TikTok, huh? Them TikTok recipes, huh? They got you up in there, huh? They taking you through there, huh? Anyway, let's get back on topic. But unrealistic and unmet expectations. And we have to hit on this before we close out. Some of y'all have unmet expectations because you have expectations. Number one, you haven't even communicated, and you have this vision or had this vision before you went into marriage that it was going to go like this. And guess what? It's totally different.
Totally different.
Every marriage is different. You can't look at somebody's marriage and think that yours is going to resemble that. It doesn't work like that. I don't care if it was your parents, because guess what? Your parents raised you and you saw that. The person you're marrying, their parents did something else, or they didn't even have a family union.
Totally different.
Right? So your expectation, like I would say this, let them go. Yeah. The only expectation I feel like you should have for your spouse is for them to remain one with the Lord and one with you, period. And I think everything else you can build from there. Because you got to get to know each other. You got to get to know what they like. Like if I wouldn't even know that she has a thing about the microwave had we not have the experience. But give yourself time, the experience. And then if you have the experience, you've been married 10, 20 years, make the adjustments.
Yep.
Just make the adjustments. Like, why are you even tripping? Like, I remember there was a couple who, remember they were talking about how he wanted the kitchen a certain way. Like down to he wanted the towel folded on. And I'm like, bro, why is that so important? Why is that more important than your wife feeling loved, feeling appreciated, and her being happy? Little things shouldn't be more important than your spouse feeling loved, appreciated, respected, and you all having bliss. Now, I want to make this clear too. We don't just have bliss or have peace because we avoid confrontation or we're walking on eggshells. No, something needs to be said. Guess what? We say it. We don't have peace because we avoid conflict or we got this. Because guess what that do? That just builds up.
Yeah, you're not going to have that peace. It's going to build up until it's a big argument.
It turns into a wound. Mm-hmm. It turns into resentment. So it's best to address things head on, or if you're feeling some type of way, say, hey, I didn't like that. Or this made me feel a certain way. And just say it. And you'll know what I appreciate that our marriage now is, if that happens, whoever it happens to, whoever offended, we're quick to apologize. And not just apologize, make the change and the adjustment. Go ahead, what was you finna say?
I'm sorry, I'll do better.
About what?
I'm just saying. That's what we'll do.
You funny. But I think that's important. All right. I think we have, but if you can see, like, we're going to really do some work. We're going to give y'all worksheets. And, we're going to do some real work. We have a marriage framework we're going to teach and we're going to share from. Panels, like I said, going to be amazing. The interactive games going to be amazing. You're going to be able to win prizes. We're going to have some lunch. We're going to fellowship. We're going to have fun. And it's free. You can't beat free. Your marriage deserves the investment of just this amount of time we're going to spend together, right? It deserves that. Anything you want to share before we give the announcements and we close out? Or anything on your heart? You sure? Positive? All right. Marriage Conference, March the 28th. Thankful Baptist Church, Johnson City, Tennessee. Free to attend. You just must register, right? That's so we know how much food we need, so on and so forth, right? So we need you in the building. And to register, go to kellyandnatasha.com. That's where we need you to go. Come on, babe, close us out. Tell them something. Close us out. Give them some direction on what to do next.
Come to the marriage conference.
What else? They need to subscribe, right?
Yes. Like and share.
Why are you acting like that?
Because you said everything. I don't have to say anything.
I didn't say that part.
Okay.
You've been disobedient. I'm going to take you back to the room.
I'm not being disobedient.
I got to fix that attitude. Come on, let's go back here to the room. Let me fix this attitude you got.
Stop. Tell the people bye.
Let me take you through that. She hates that song. But y'all continue to like, subscribe, share this episode, and make sure you comment. Let us know. Give us your feedback. Give us your thoughts. And because we're gonna be here. We're season 2. We locked in. We're gonna keep rocking with y'all every Wednesday at noon. You can watch it on your lunch break or listen on your way home. So thank y'all so much, and we'll see you next week.
Hey guys, just wanted to come to you thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys. Share. Help us.
Yep. And you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's about helping couples, right?
Share. Yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.